Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Alright, Trick, I think I figured what the problem has been with this weird mini episode arc thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right?
What is that? What is
Hey,
your understanding of the problem?
Where the fuck? I've been trying to figure where the fuck Mars Phoenix or where the fuck the Mars Chemi card head was coming from, right? I thought it was just one of those weird offspring.
Oh no, I knew where that is. I know exactly what it is.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I completely forgot about it. You know, oh yeah, it turns out the Mars card was from like a hyper battle video. That's still, as far as I'm
it's
aware,
the hyper battle video. Wait, I thought it was the movie.
Oh no, it's not the movie. You know, the movie was all the X card, right? Yeah. It's from the hyper battle video where Rine and Ichinose both swap bodies.
I thought that happened in the movie. Oh, that's the hyper battle. Okay, so I had the right thing.
Yeah.
Where it was from, but yeah, okay, it's from the cool, okay, yeah, right.
That's where that thing is coming. I've been figuring out, man, like I was like, man, where the fuck is this? I was like, look, every Chemi up to now, I've been accepting that they just magically show up, you know, but like, all right, sure, I just have to accept these Chemi exist, but the Mars Phoenix, or wait, what is this card called? Fire Mars. Okay, it's called Fire Mars. It's just Fire Mars is from a hyper battle that's not even out yet. So this card's existence is from a piece of spin-off media that we who obviously watch this live in Japan every week have not even seen yet, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. I am looking it up. I do not see it anywhere listed. As far as I'm aware, it still has not even been released or even announced when the fuck it's coming out. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and yet
great.
the plot, and yet the entire plot, or at least the fact that the basic synopsis is. I mean, I guess all we really know is the title, but like, there's some kind of synopsis that we know, and it's just. Okay. Also, it's going to be by the time it comes out, it's going to be filmed so far back, because you can see from the thing that they clearly already had that in production and finished it, like, back when fuck.
It was recorded when Rine became Majay, so I assume it has to take place around the movie period. So back in December, right? So that thing must have filmed way back, probably like November. You know, before the episode. So the production ship of everyone be like, oh hey, the people aren't liking our crazy weekly school adventures, you know, of people getting cards, you know, right? And we've got to up the ante, you know. Gotta make it depressing, you know. Hey, what's this? Oh boy, oh man, what's Spawner's parents been doing? Hey, we're gonna bring them back, but they're gonna be dead, you know.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it's just really crazy that fucking. It's this show almost would work better if it was just like if they just didn't try to have any kind of cohesion at all, because their attempts at trying to keep
backpedaling.
Yeah.
Right?
Their attempts at trying to keep a steady storyline are not working. It is not holding on.
Mm-hmm, right? And of course, I don't know if you have seen the latest promotion, but apparently this is a thing that Toei's gonna start where after every arc they're gonna release the next arc poster, and I don't know if you've seen the arc for the next poster.
No, I haven't. Right? Can you send that to me?
I was gonna post it later, but I guess I'll just post it now, you know?
Yeah.
Right? Boom. There you go. He's here. He's finally here.
Okay.
And remember how we teased him back in December? Right? Now he's actually gonna be here.
Okay. So they fooled us once. But this time they promise. Okay. They promise they're gonna do it. Okay. They're definitely gonna do it. Oh, I see it now. Yep, there it is. Oh, we're definitely. Okay, this brings up a question I started to have this episode, and after I saw the preview for next episode. So clearly, the proverbial plot train is completely off the fucking tracks right now. We got to the end of the road and we didn't know what to do with Garion after Garion, and we just kept riding off the tracks, and it's just going without any sense of direction. Yeah. How long do you think
they defeated the big bad? Mm-hmm.
How long will it take for us to get back on some semblance of a path? Because even in the opening, recap part, the narrator gives up at the end. He just goes, oh, also, Hotaro and Rine are there. Okay, sure. Are you bored too? I mean, I am, but Jesus, you get paid.
We are 25, not 25, we're like 20 episodes left of the series right now, right? Look, they fooled me the first time, right? Look, fool me once with Legends, shame on me, right? Fool me twice with Legends again, right? Shame on you, right? But don't worry, with the third time, but we're not gonna fool you with the third time, right?
Do you think that Legend is going to be the big bad revealed? What the fuck is their plan? Because, I mean, yes, they just fucking...
I don't know how Legend, originally when they revealed Legend was just supposed to be a one-off fun bit that they did, right? I still don't even understand the purpose of Legend being made and being, right, and existing as a character, right, from a production standpoint, right? Like there's no anniversary. This Gotchard, it's just a weird anniversary season, right? It's not like the 50th Kamen Rider or 51st.
Yeah.
Right? It's just what? It's the 4th Reiwas, and that's it, right? It's not even the 5th, right? The fact that it's not even the 5th Reiwa season, right? It's just a season that happens to be cards, and oh fuck, people love cards. We gotta bring back Decade, right?
Yeah.
Somehow with cards, right? We gotta bring back cards. Kids love the cards, right? That was their reason, right? Like Legend's entire existence is so fucking random,
and
right?
And honestly, somewhat world breaking to the already fractured, overarching multiverse of Kamen Rider.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know why they're now bringing back Legend. And once again, this goes on to the fact that if you did not watch the stupid Legend, videos, right, or 2 episodes parter online, when they even show Legend, we were like, man, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
What happened to Kamen Rider Wind? Is this Kamen Rider Wind? Wind? Not Wind Hallelujah from Geeks, not him.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just right? I don't know, right? Man. It's so weird. The idea.
Oh wait, hold on, never mind. Wait, I don't know. Wait, Gotchard is the 5th. It's the
it is the 5th, but still.
Like many people, I decided to ignore Saber from existing.
That's
right,
true.
Right, when I was having, when I was having that monologue, right? But yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
But so I was like celebrating 5th. The 5th. I was like, all right, you guys been doing this for 55 years. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We don't have to celebrate every 5 years, right? Right, you guys have to wait for another 10-year anniversary again to do this, right? But but like I said, I am hoping Legend, I think the toy is releasing next month, right? And usually the toy is a good time frame of when a character is supposed to debut or not, right? So I guess Legend has to appear probably within the next 4 or 5 episodes.
Do you think
that? Because I think that's what.
Do you think that their plan is to make, are they going to make the plot revolve around him so that to try and pull this back on course? Is this going to be another Zio situation where Decade, or in this case, Decade but from Timu, shows up and steals the show?
Mm-hmm. Right, I don't even see what Legend's gonna show up and do at this point, right? I don't know how Legend's even related to the fuck. We went over last time with a few episodes ago when we found out with the fucking big spooky demon Trigon guy's fucking name, right? But how does Legend even relevance to this story, right? Because when we last saw Legend, he was doing his whole thing. He was he was so disconnected.
Here's the only through line that I can see for this, and it's so stupid and it's so weak. I don't want this to be true, but with this show, I genuinely don't know what they're trying to do. So they could be doing anything as stupid as this. Okay, so the big thing about Garion, right, was he wanted to open up the door of darkness, right? He had to gather all the Chemi cards to open up the door of darkness, right? And bring out the fucking Trigon, whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah, okay. Right, yeah, Trigon. Yeah. Man.
Legends driver has a door on it.
Oh, okay.
He opens up the door in order to get his powers that fucking have other riders through, right?
Oh man, you think the big spooky demon has the fucking legend riders? Has the other not Kamen Rider Legends rider power? I mean the legend riders power, right?
Yeah.
I hate that.
Will the door get opened again? And this time, Legend comes through, or is Legend's driver connected to the Door of Darkness, and that's going to become a target for Clotho and them, or Atropos and them, or Garion in the Door of Darkness gets his own Legend belt and becomes Kamen Rider Legend after killing Ho-Oh Kaguya Quartz off screen.
Fuck, I think someone posted this week's production blog. I haven't bothered going through it to read if there's anything relevant from it, but where the fuck are the production notes from this week? All right, here I'm just gonna. Normally we save these for the end.
Yeah.
But I feel like I guess we should probably talk about this week early on, right? But here's this week's production notes, right?
Okay.
From the blog site.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything relevant, right? Oh wait, hold on.
I mean, the most relevant thing is that they say you should watch Gridman. It's really fun, which is absolutely true. Hey, go watch Gridman Universe. It's a better experience than this. What the fuck is this quote? What the fuck is this quote? The first quote is insane. Wasn't Gotchard that Kamen Rider series with that weird episode? You know, that one episode with ghosts and some weird exorcist? What the okay, they're actively taking the piss on this show. They do not give a fuck. They are doing whatever the fuck they want, and I don't know why.
Oh man, look. In 5 years, when someone do a video essay on why Kamen Rider Gotchard was an underrated gem, they'd be like, "Remember those weird episodes with the ghosts and weird exorcists?" You know, that's gonna be it. It's like the second bullet point when they remember that this was the original concept of the show. So there you go. Right? I like how they. Right, this was supposed to be the fucking. Oh, by the way, they're going back to school next week.
Yeah, so this is why I said. I mean, eventually they have to go back to school. This is some kind of like it's their spring or winter break in between semesters.
Look. After like that first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? They never went back to school after that. You know, right?
That's why they made the entire second series of Yu-Gi-Oh all about school, because now they have to be. Yeah. It has to be relevant.
3K, it's Kamen Rider Gotchard, episode 29. The village is crying. Yeah.
Yeah, the village is crying, alright. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to my boy. This week's Kemi freaked the shit out of me. I did not like the vibe.
I think this was one of the better Kemis that we've gotten.
Oh yeah, I think it's a great Kemi, but that thing scared the shit out of me. You know, right?
I mean, look, he's just a guy hanging out. He's just trying to give you a hug. That was the part that I really fucking. It's look. It's just like Naruto, okay? Sometimes the nine-tailed fox just comes out and wants to hang out. They copied Naruto, just like they did in Geats. I mean, it's really crazy how they keep copying Naruto.
Right? Yeah. Also, by the way, is this the first time we've learned Renge's first name or last name in this?
No, because they had it. I mean, it was listed on the. It's been listed on the blog, like in her character description and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
okay. They just never say.
Because like Sabimaru has a first name too.
Yeah, but no one calls Sabimaru by his.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
Suruhara. Yeah.
Yeah, no one cares about that,
Yeah.
Right, I guess. Sure. I mean, I thought that was real funny. That's like, I was thinking about it as I was watching. I was like, man, is this the first time?
I mean, Kajiki has a first name too, and it's not fucking what was? God damn it! What was his name? What is the name that he gave himself? No. There's Starshine Hoshino, and what was Kajiki? What Fantasy Kajiki? I don't remember. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go back to when they say it. Pandora Kajiki, yeah.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of Pandora Kajiki and Starshine
Hoshino. We learned that Renge, like many people are afraid of ghosts.
Yes, like many people are afraid of ghosts. Right? And we also learned that country bumpkins are basically cavemen scared of magic fire, and if you come in there and wave too much magic around them, they will burn you as a witch. Because that is immediately what they do when they find a human body submerged halfway in the ground. They believe that the man is dead. Nobody knows how to check for a pulse other than Rine, apparently. Which you'd think that for all of these old people, they'd want to learn at least basic, first aid and maybe some, CPR so that they don't all die. Because I doubt that any of them are a doctor.
Yeah, man, Kajiki nearly goes off the deep end. He really thinks that it was DEI. He thinks it was DEI that got the loan shark, right?
Kajiki is so... Okay, this might be the most that I've actually hated Kajiki. I've been a bit of a Kajiki apologist in the past, where I've said, I mean, yeah, he's annoying, he's weird, but he's fine as a gag character. He shows up, he does something weird, he gets his brain, they wipe his brain again, another hole forms, it's all good. But this is the first time that he is actively, truly taken the whole plot, shot himself in the foot, and then rolled around all over it to just make it needlessly, a needless conflict for the sake of there being a conflict. And it's the most insane fucking thing that he's ever done, and that's saying so much for this character.
Right, look, he merely starts victim blaming everyone but himself,
He literally starts blaming... Okay, but, it's not... The amount of... we knew before that, Kajiki is, somewhat delusional, except for the fact when his friend is actively taking part in gaslighting him about the actual real conspiracy things that are happening around him. But Kajiki now just completely goes, oh god, they're dead, which they're not. He just, completely detaches from reality and starts pretending that that all of these people are being killed, and that he starts creating his own grand conspiracy. He fully goes off, he QAnons himself, right? And I've never seen someone do that so quickly! So quickly!
Look, he wants to survive, I guess, right? Look, when the ship is going out, he will be the first person to say, I am a woman and a child. You should let me first on the boat.
No. When the ship goes down, he'll be the first to say, no, if the bower goes out, the steering that doesn't affect the steering. I know about boats. I'm a scientist. I know all about engineering. I definitely understand how this works.
Right? Yeah. But don't worry, look, the village people takes him, and look, don't worry, look, he thought he was betraying Starshine,
yeah, and it's we're clearly going to arrest you, we're going to detain you if you came with him, the guy that you just accused of accusing the person of that you're with of doing a bad thing doesn't make you absolved of being, of you being part of it. It makes you an accomplice, you dumb son of a bitch.
Right, yeah, no, I just think it's funny how immediately he thought he thought his plan was gonna work, right? Just for it not to work.
Yeah,
right.
Just for it to wind up with them being shoved into a storage. Also, this isn't the biggest point, but Hotaro and the rest of them just watch as two people are, like, midsommered, essentially, into a fucking, shack by a bunch of old people. Right? They just, they watch two people, against their will, be detained extrajudicially. Like, there's no police involvement here. Old people just mob them and throw them in and lock them in a shed, and that's just shit happens.
What is Ichinose gonna do? He's just
I don't know, man.
Student,
show them the power of your absolute fucking alchemy or something. These people also just saw two monsters show up that are completely different than the two yokai that showed up. They're related, right? But they watched literal monsters appear, and what are you still... The amount of, like, that they are trying to jump around, like, avoid confronting the problem directly in their face is so insane to me. Of, like, you just have them think that there's another monster out there. Why do you think that it's the guy... You were with Starshine Hoshino. Why would you think that how could he have done this? That doesn't make sense. It's just so dumb. I literally feel like fucking goddamn Benoit Blanc in Glass Onion, where it's just like, no, it's just stupid.
Look, these people from the countries, all right? They don't have time to be rational and be thorough about this. They just gotta place the blame on someone, and you might as well place it on the foreigners, on the people from the outside world, right? Coming in, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Right, that's the only person to blame.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, look, the other loan shark is also found. He's stripped naked as well, and he's frozen.
Yeah,
right?
I will say he got a way cooler pose though.
Yeah, I love how you can tell that the actors are totally just standing still, right? They told you you gotta stand still as possible, right? And you can just watch them in the background just struggling the whole time.
Yeah, I wonder if there was any level of like choice that they were allowed with what they. Like, what pose they were going to be put in? Like...
As long as you just do the...
Because I think that it seems like the dude who got hung up on the Scarecrow cross is the one that got the like, best position out of all of it. Like, he really didn't have to do much. This guy really took an inspired pose, and... I don't... Also, so just skipping ahead, right? So we know, knowing what Kemi this is brought on by, what amalgam it's brought on by, how is it doing this? Like, is this something about nine-tailed foxes that I didn't know about? They can petrify people? Like, what is the, like... Because we never actually get an explanation of what the nine-tailed fox actually did to them to make them both unconscious but still breathing with their fingers like in poses, right?
Mm-hmm.
What aspect of the like Kyuubi mythos am I missing here that is like a part of this?
Mm-hmm.
It's very strange. I don't get what the whole deal is with the whole like petrification, and some people
also there's obviously a reference only for the people who are natural born citizens in Japan.
I should go ask somebody who. So you're saying I should go ask somebody who can play in Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, whether or not.
I bet they would have the answer for us, right? Yeah, look, they find everyone frozen, right?
Yeah.
They're all pointing. What's with this mysterious?
Yeah, they're all doing one.
Rene.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Rene finds her stalker again. I realize now that we have we've had some separation of episodes from the last time that we had Garyon on screen and dealt with his weird, creepy ass and that whole relationship thing that was happening between him and Atropos. I've come to the conclusion that, Garyon definitely made me feel gross, but this kid is just genuinely creeping me the fuck out. It
doesn't help that they fucking do the cubic.
Yeah, they do the fucking
cubic.
Yeah.
Right? The close-ups, I was like, boy, man, this game
Yeah, I would really...
I was like, I do not feel... I do not feel comfortable with these characters being close to these people's faces.
I would like at least 10 more feet of distance between the camera screen, like the camera lens, and these two girls' faces. The other thing that I realized just now, as we were talking about Atropos being Rene's stalker, is that they're essentially just replaying the Sakura Aguilera weird shit, and I don't know what they're trying to do here, because unlike the Lachesis and Spawner thing, there's not a potential romantic thing, and it's not and Atropos is supposed to be, in theory, right, this centuries old, or at least decades older, being that is in a child body, and Rene is just a high school girl. So what is the connection that they're trying to have here? Why is Atropos so transfixed with Rene? And I can.
Did Atropos never had a normal high school girl's life back in?
Yeah, she didn't have a normal elementary school kid's life. She's fucking 9.
Right back in the 17th century, or whatever. Man, do we know how actually old they are?
I don't think they have ever confirmed what their ages are. Let's see. I'm going to look up. The 3 Dark Sisters, Atropos. No fucking clue. Nothing listed on her age. The 3 Dark Sisters. It says they are 3 alchemy dolls employed by Garyon who see... I did not know that they were dolls. I did not know that they were not human.
Are they not human either as well? What the fuck?
By Garyon who seek to exploit alchemy and steal a Gotchard for blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, so they were created by... they were created by fucking... Garyon.
Sure.
It doesn't really it doesn't make me feel any better about the situation with Atropos and Garyon that Garyon made all of them, because that implies that he made a little girl doll. He made a little girl doll, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Right? Yeah. Look. Hey, but don't worry. Look, Garyon's God. Right? Hopefully now the Academy will send someone to check out his laptop, right, to make sure what he has on that,
Yeah.
Right? Right, but yeah, look, oh yeah, Rene talks to Atropos, right, about hey, look, Rene just wants Atropos to have a normal life, right? And look, so what if you committed a bunch of murders and put people against their wills,
Continue
right?
to threaten, have continued to threaten me by threatening to harm multiple innocent civilians as a coercion method, which I believe that's just ransom. That's just hostage taking, ransom. There's too many crimes to count. But you're just a little girl. You should be a little girl. You should just go and be like a little girl. Hey, and then Atropos says, "Fuck you. I don't want to be a little girl. I'm a big girl. I do big girl things. I'm a bad guy, but I want to be tough. Hey, you are a child. Please leave. Please stop. Please stop being weird." But luckily, the unfortunate Kubrick lens zoom is interrupted by the nine-tailed fox, or the kitsune amalgam. Mm-hmm. Amalgam that Atropos herself said, "I don't know anything about no goddamn fox. I don't know what the fuck's going on there."
Right. I was just stalking you. I didn't even realize I was supposed to look. Now that Gary was gone, I don't have to. Me and Klothos don't have to be spending every week off screen collecting cards anymore.
Yeah, I just sicked those two other guys out on you. That was just a crime of convenience. I don't know about this fucking fox. The fox is just strange. I don't. Look, here's my bigger thing, right? It's not that... I don't know what your issue with it is. My issue is that it just appears to become generated out of nowhere by nothing other than sheer coincidence and bullshit magic. Okay, that's an option? Why is that an option?
I mean, I think the fact that it actually doesn't speak or grunt,
Yeah, right? And the first thing it tries to do is hug Rene.
Mm-hmm, right, it just makes weird. It just makes like the mysterious humming sound, right? Like in all those weird alien movies, before the big arrival happens, and we're all fucking taken into their pods, right? It's the feeling of unease, right?
Yeah.
Right. Is what this Kenny gives me, right? Like this is a character that we don't. I mean, we find out the motive, obviously, right? But it's like a Kenny from the first time we don't know what its motivation is, right? Unlike every other Kennys we see in the show, where it's like, hey, oh boy, man, you really wanna get back at your boss, right? Here you go.
Also,
hey, here you go. You're gonna become an amalgam, or like, hey, you're just what you. Hey, look, we just gotta use to fight this guy.
So does
that's it.
Does this Kenny have a Gotchard form? I mean, it must, right? Because Gotchard... Well, no, he doesn't... Because there's no Mad Wheel form. Oh, wait, no, there is a Mad Wheel form, because there's Mad Pirates. So what the fuck is this... Alright, I'm going through the theoretical ones. I'm going through the theoretical ones.
I don't think it's updated yet.
Never mind. I found it immediately. It's 9 Clover. It's one of the 3 that we went over at the beginning. It's the one that is... Here, I'll post the image in here, but it is the one that is the bamboo shoots and stuff, like that's just a bunch of like weird shit.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah. Look, the gang encounters a mysterious Kennys, and Ichinose use Apple skateball again.
Look. We gotta remind people that he has other forms other than the coolest form that he's ever had and will probably ever get, and we need to stop. Just use that. I understand the inherent urge to, hey, it's Kamen Rider, they have all these forms, that's the whole gimmick, we need to remind people, oh, check out these forms. Just focus on Platinum Gotchard. I don't want to see another goddamn form in this show, okay? It's the only one that I care about right now.
It's not even Fire Apple Skatebow,
nope,
right?
Nope.
He just did it to actual default, base level Apple Skatebow,
yeah.
right? It's
and man. It doesn't help that, I just, it doesn't help that Platinum Gotchard also can use the abilities of any one of the Kennys, so he literally could just become Platinum Gotchard and then put Opere Skabo into the Gotchard driver as Platinum Gotchard.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah, but don't worry. Renge solved the clues. You know.
Yeah.
Look, she got all the clues
all
together.
The fingers are pointing.
Them...
Instead of triangulated, she's rectangulated the coordinates.
Oh yeah, look, they're all pointing somewhere. Look, I made a line. It's all the way at the top of this mountain, and I'm really glad that they kept that bit going on. Right?
It held on. I will say that was an actual good part because that scene held on for like. Okay, I'm going back for it. So we are at. It is at the like 12
minutes.
It's a 12-minute mark.
Actual 12-minute.
Yeah, and Ichinose is like, well, we could just ride my magic train, and it's like, no, we're not riding your magic train, buddy. And okay, it goes on for. Boop,
I think it goes on for like 30 seconds.
It's at least 20 seconds. Okay, 20 seconds, 21, 22, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds, or 28 seconds, just shy of 30 seconds spent just on this one shot of them walking up the stairs, which seems like a dick move from the director, honestly.
I think it's just real fucking funny, but it's so fucking random. Like this, it's like they show us have like these type of like these long shots for like reasons, right? It's just so fucking weird that they decide to add this. Like, I guess they just want to add a little bit of fluff. Like, oh yeah, hey.
I mean, it truly does explain that quote of from the producer where it's like, I want people to think. Wasn't Gotchard that Kamen Rider series with that weird episode? Yes, this is definitely that weird episode.
Right, man. So I thought I was gonna get played. Right, when we got up to the show, we saw the grandmother up there. I'm pretty sure they were trying to red herring us. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. I thought she was the Nine Tails amalgam.
Yeah. So right? that seemed like it was gonna be like this twist or something, but no, it's. Mm-hmm. It's not. It's nothing as sinister as that, or as like complex as that, or even dramatic as that. It's just no. Somehow a Kemi found its way to a shrine figure and possessed the shrine figure because it wanted to help save the town? Question mark.
Mm-hmm. That's the malice it has.
I guess, and it's possible for. Was it the? I forget. Was it the Kemi or the card that, or the Kemi or the actual shrine thing that they say is the culprit? Like, did the? It just summons an actual ghost. An actual fucking ghost is summoned for no perceivable reason. They just have an actual, like, ghost of, like, ethereal spirit entity with a giant floating eye.
Oh yeah, I was like, this episode, I was losing at this. I was like, what the fuck is this? Jeez, this feels like this should not be in this episode. You know?
Yeah.
Like, this straight up just comes out of nowhere. Right? Rene cannot transform for.
She's out of energy again, I guess, because we have never established what energy she's even talking about that she needs in order to.
Oh boy, yeah, I bet this was explained in the movie. You know, right? Yeah. And if only Rene listened to Samimar when he made that stupid little charging station, and we all just laughed. It was like, sorry, this is really fucking stupid. Why the fuck do we need to charge our magic ring? Man, we're laughing at that. Man, we were laughing at that at first, but now we look like idiots. You know, right? Maybe Samimara's stupid little power ring charging station was actually correct this entire time, right? You know, yeah.
I mean, it's also weird because, I mean, yeah. Anyway, the fucking Ichinose beats the shit out of the Kitsune, even though the Kitsune amalgam isn't really fighting him at that point, and it's just like, kill me, bro, just kill me, do it, I want it, kill me. And
look, I feel like this Kitsune could have been way more direct, you know, instead of having to do like this weird footsie, you know, like, hey, yeah, no, right? It's like. Right, Matt? Do you think the Kitsune was trying to tell Ichigo saying this, hey, no, bro, over here, no, you gotta, look, stop attacking me with every single weird fucking card combination you got, right?
Yeah, no, I just want you to kick this one spot. But so, okay, so I skipped ahead a bit. So what they say, the conclusion that they come to is that the Kitsune borrowed the power of the Nine Tails Kemi to cause a disruption at the village, knowing that the Kamen Rider kick would be strong enough to break open the hole where the hot spring water is. And so it would become the threat. The Kitsune doll, the Kitsune doll needed the power of the Kemi. Not the Kemi, the things that we have identified already in this series as sentient beings with wills of their own and the ability to manifest in certain ways. The inanimate statue spirit of a fox took the power of the magical trading card so that it could harass Kamen Rider enough for Kamen Rider to want to kick it so hard that it would blow a hole through a hot spring, thus revitalizing the town.
Bobby, this water is just flowing out. I don't think that's a smart idea, you know, right? Maybe make it like a little dent. Like, there's so much water flowing out.
It is not controlled. It is definitely out of control.
Right, like that thing is losing so much water per second, you know, right?
Also, I feel like most hot springs bubble up, not just like cascade out at a fucking jet force, like, pressure, you know?
Right, I like how everyone got to the conclusion that it was a hot spring and not just a bunch of water. Right, like, they just go like, right? The way that this plays, I thought they were discovering like a new water source, right? You know, like a new lake, like a new source of like natural water or something.
Yeah, something would, you know, prevent them from being able to. Because also the whole reason that the village was being threatened in the first place was they were trying to turn it into a fucking dump. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it seems like they could have. There's other ways that they could have explained this, but it just I don't know, man. It's just so fucking. This is just. I mean, look. Is this an episode that will be remembered for a long time? People looking back and go, "Oh yeah, Kamen Rider Gotchard, that had the some weird episodes, right?" Yeah, but is that really what you want to be remembered for, having that weird episode once with the ghosts and the fucking like yokai and shit?
You know, like all this was done for a hot spring, you know, right?
Yeah.
As foretold by
Starshine Hoshino.
Hoshino, right? This was all part of his big plan, you know, right? And not him just accidentally becoming involved.
And they also do not
explain.
You know? They do not explain how how Nine Tails and the Kitsune spirit are petrifying people in funky shapes, so they point towards the fucking hot spring.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, you think that, like, do you think after the Nine Tails, that took its time, right, to pose them, to point to the thing, right, to the location?
I mean,
right?
yeah, I guess.
Right, like it has to at that point, right?
Yeah, that's all I can imagine.
Yeah. So, by the way, Renge uses the power of the five Kemis to defeat the yokai spirit. By the way, that's something that happens with the power of trading card. You can defeat evil spirits. You know, right?
There you
go.
You draw a pentagram with your trading cards and summon the powers of Sailor Moon and hit it with the full power of that.
Yeah. But I guess the village is now safe because the village now have a local economy. Right, to get people to come.
Sure,
right,
I mean, you have to have the infrastructure you're going to have to develop the infrastructure to sell that.
A lot of stuff. You have to build it and everything as well as that. And look, all these people in the village are old, right? I don't know if this village is ready to take on the task of maintaining and operating a resort.
I mean, yeah, essentially they would have to still redevelop a bunch of this in order to make it a resort town that like people would visit and stuff, but they would have to have the like modern amenities that people like. Like, we just watched a fucking thing with a goddamn spa focused Kamen Rider, and they had a whole setup with a goddamn vending machine and the TV and lounge area. Like, you're gonna develop that much infrastructure for this place?
But there's a bunch of old people, you know. They're not, look. When we cut to the end, we see, like, how big is this town? You know, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's like 10 old people just from this shot, you know, right? I'm pretty sure they can, I'm pretty sure that with enough time and training, they can learn how to operate and maintain a hot spring resort, you know, right?
Yeah.
Right, look, I'm pretty sure, all these have enough time to acquire this new skill set, you know, right? And that the reason they did not move to this village was to escape management, you know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but the day is saved.
Yep, and luckily we called our professor over to come and give a good old brain wipe to these already potentially Alzheimer's-ridden old people to fuck with their brains.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. Right. Yeah. I hope someone patched up that hole in that hot spring, and that it is not just constantly just spewing out all this water.
Yeah. I hope that they get really get like a grasp on that situation.
Yeah. Right, you know, right. Hey, look, man. This will be man. If they were trying to go back to like a little fun bit, you know, right? Like a little like mini filler, right? In order to keep us before we go back to the main story or figure out what the fuck the main story of the show is, yo. Hey, this would be the perfect time to show them do their alchemy bullshit, yo. They could have just alchemy, right, and redeveloped this land for the old people for that, you know, right?
Renge didn't even use alchemy to like. She showed it her alchemy form solely to use the chemi cards and not actually do alchemy stuff, which is the one thing that she actually has been shown to be able to do, unlike Gotchard. It's, this is...
Look,
fuck it.
Hey, you know, next week, next week, look, they go back to school. Okay, look, it doesn't matter. Look, by the end, none of this matters, and we're going back to school next week. That's what that matters. Look, people remember that these kids remember that they had to go back to school. You know, like their 3-month vacation is over now. You know.
Yeah. Look, right? Hey, you know, sometimes there's more than one 9 to your 1. Everybody, there's you can have more than one soulmate, apparently.
All right, is that it? Anything else you want to talk about this episode before we end it?
Hey, fucking, what's the producer's name? Fucking, what's his name? It's starts with an M. The main producer, Minato. Hey, mission accomplished. You did it. Cool, good for you. I hope you're fucking proud of yourself. Weird episode, man.
Look, stay tuned in 5 years when we upload our Kamen Rider 5 years later.
I can't wait for the in 5 years the Gotchard retrospective. That'll be a video essay I want to fucking watch.
Where people talk about like, hey, look, you know, that's the one thing that people would take away from Kamen Rider the ghosts and supernatural, you know, right? And not any other. You think this was a big ploy to make people forget about Kamen Rider Ghosts? You think that's what this the point of this was, right? Like, don't just want people to forget about Kamen Rider Ghosts.
I don't know if look, as someone who wasn't a fan of Ghost, I don't know if that's a fair comparison. For Ghost.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's what all this was, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, I guess that's it,
yeah.
You know? Alright, that's this week's episode. Alright. Kate, thanks, bye.
Hey, it's yeah, we're still doing this. Hey, what's Austin? What's the? Here's a question I've been racking my brain with over the last week. At what point? What is the ratio of human life lost in a disaster where you're objectively allowed to call it not that big of a deal considering the scale of the disaster? Right? Because I'll keep this in the most
man. So yeah, I know we're doing this as a bit, right? You know, but it doesn't help that we are talking about this the week after something that happened in our state.
Well, that's the reason I've been thinking about it, because the way I've thought about that when I watched the footage of the Baltimore bridge collapse was, oh my god, holy shit, that's awful. And yet, thanks to a lot of very skilled workers and such, a much greater disaster than it that could have happened was avoided. Right? It could have been way fucking worse, and it was still there. At least 6 lives were lost. I believe it's exactly 6. Right? So
because I think it's only the six
good, right? Those
under
that is unfortunate for those 6 people, and
right.
If it
so
was,
how many people are allowed to die in a disaster?
Yeah, before if a tsunami hits an island or hits a coast, hits California, and only one person is killed. I mean, it's a disaster, and there might be property damage, but only one person died.
Was right because there's like you say, there's property damage, there's environmental damage, right, and then you get to casualties, right? But so we always want to keep the casualty as low as possible,
right? But if there's an attack in a mall or something, right? And 10 people get killed, right? That's the whole story there, right? The main problem is that people were killed. But I feel like every time that the bridge gets brought up, it's specifically brought up in a concept of, oh, and also don't forget 6 people died too. Everybody is like, every batshit crazy conspiracy theorist is like, oh, the steering wheels don't lose power. Oh, you can't, cargo boats don't melt bridge beams, right? But
it's DEI that's the problem.
Right.
What caused the bridge to call down.
But like, people died,
and I'm gonna quickly go to Google, and I hope I don't trigger anything. Right? I'm just gonna Google how many people are needed to be considered a mass murder. Well, let's see. Well, boy, man, according to Wikipedia, it's based on the number within a proximity. There are a lot of variables. Boy, it became a math problem all of a sudden. There's you have to consider the location, the amount of people. So Wikipedia does not help me. But according to the United States, at least anyway, it is at least 3.
Okay.
So going by Congress, all right, and that's the thing. You and me, we can always trust Congress.
Right.
Right.
Congress said Congress hasn't quite agreed on they've got our back, but maybe they'll get our back and fix our bridge soon. TM.
Yeah. So according to this, I guess at least 3 people need to be killed or die within the area and within a period of time.
Yeah.
Right?
So
I guess with the bridge, isn't it? It was 6 people was too many.
Yeah. Right. 6 people, I mean, were killed, they didn't pass away on the bridge. The bridge fell out under them and they collapsed into the water, probably being crushed or dragged or pinned by crumbling steel into the middle of the Baltimore Bay, right? So, I feel like people don't understand how, like, scale works, and they keep focusing on the, like, it feels like people don't know how to understand, like, tragedies anymore, and there's, like, I mean, look, people got weird about Sandy Hook, we all saw how that went for a certain red man, but, like, it's such a weird fucking concept to look at a thing where 6 people died and turn to conspiracy theory about the inanimate object, that, like, to be more upset about like, to post rest in peace, like, literally I've seen people post, like, built 1977, destroyed 2024. It's not Harambe, right? It's not, like, it doesn't get a tombstone. It's a fucking bridge. It's sad that the bridge went down, and that's definitely an inconvenience and a problem. And 6 people were killed. It's such a weird thing to just focus on the fucking bridge and be like, clearly this was an inside job. Oh, they just wanted to create more. What the fuck? You think they just killed 6 people for no reason, just to fuck with people? It's an insane thing to think. The fact that that it didn't end in a fucking colossal explosion on the fucking goddamn. Apparently that, like, the cargo vessel had like a bunch of volatile fuel on it. That could have been a problem.
Yeah, I was reading about that. I think I had like a bunch. I don't think it wasn't like a lot of dangerous, but I think they were all kept in like the middle.
Yeah.
Of the. It wasn't kept at the front.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Because it landed. Because the bridge landed on across the front.
You keep it centered.
Yeah.
Yeah. You keep all the dangerous material in the back or in the middle of it. You know.
Right.
The least likely place for it to leak out.
You know, like if you were driving a car, you don't put your tank, the tank of propane that you just bought, tied into the passenger seat with you, just in case you get T-boned and you make an extra spicy explosion.
Right? But yeah, so I think going by this Wikipedia, I'm gonna say 3.
Okay,
right?
So I think people need to start contextualizing how they look at this shit, because it's really just been one of 2 things of like, woe is this bridge, and 2, oh my god, it's the deep state, we're under attack by foreign adversaries, and it's like, 6 people died. Could have been a lot worse. We should probably just focus on, let's stop talking so much about the goddamn bridge like it's a person, and talk about, like, figure out what's up with those 6 people that died. Let's try and care for those people and their families, maybe. Not be a complete conspiratorial piece of shit. I don't know, man. It's just it's been like, at first my reaction to all that was just, holy shit, the bridge was down. And then it was like, people just made it all of a sudden just this stupid fucking thing, and it's so fucking annoying.
Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I've been from what I've been reading, or at least on the Maryland subreddit, right? All the weird stuff that people are posting, like, boy, I feel like, man, you people have a lot of time to be posting all this weird stuff.
A lot of time, and a lot of and an active imagination, and this is coming from somebody who's been getting into Dungeons and Dragons. Let me tell you, that's weird. Oh boy.
Right. But yeah. Hey, look. Maybe look. These are people that just have two more time. To blame it all on DEI.
Yeah.
Right. It's obviously the woke agenda.
Yeah.
Right. It's
clearly
the bridge to go down.
If we didn't have a black governor, we'd be able to handle it with the power of the white man.